Okay, guys. So tonight I'm gonna do a just a recap of what we did in 2024. I know Sean and Alex, you guys are here for the first time, but just kind of then what we're doing in 2025, and then you guys are since you guys are I know you guys are newer to working with me and stuff like that. I just give you a chance to kind of at first before I do that, if you guys want to kind of introduce yourselves. I know Alex, you work with your partner, and then also who was recommended to us by Marjorie. So what is exactly that you guys do?
So we do wholesale. We do wholesale real estate. Um,
Okay.
we've been doing that full time for just around 5 months now. Um, and yeah, it's primarily wholesale real estate, but we're looking to get into fix and flipping. So that's kind of why we're here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
she probably told you we've done a bunch of deals, and matter of fact, I don't know if she's coming on tonight. So, but yeah, Marjorie may be on tonight. I don't know. She didn't tell me if she was coming on. Some people, like we have 160 people in the group, and we may get 25 or 30. Being the holidays, this is the last one we're doing for 2024. I don't expect a whole lot of people to be on tonight. But
mm,
definitely welcome. I mean, it's like, and I'll try to go around the room and introduce, and I'll have, I know Eric and Zeke are on here too. They're some are two of our key people, so I'll have them introduced. But let me introduce Sean real quick. Sean, how you doing?
I'm doing well. So
Cool.
I've been involved in real estate for just a little while, like 35 years. And so in the last year, what I've transitioned into is gap funding for fix and flips. And I do it under a complete program rather than just like a second. So I go in, I take care of the four different issues that flippers have, whether it's they don't have the credit score, they don't have the down payment for the closing costs, whether they don't have the experience or whether they don't have the reserves that are needed. So what I do in a very brief nutshell is, we take and we put a complete package together where we're acting as the credit partner by taking the property in our name. Then we take out the hard money loan, and then we're able to do 100% of the gap funding that's needed for fix and flips. So it's kind of a unique program, and we work as partners in the fix and flip in that way.
Okay. And then you also have worked with Ari. You've met Ari, and
Yep.
you work with Michael and Marjorie. Actually, you closed that deal between Michael and Marjorie. Right.
Yeah, we've
So,
closed one deal. We have another one that is set to close tomorrow.
okay.
And with Ari, he's got some really great programs that can help leverage. You still need the cash reserves and such, but you need a lot less down payment, sometimes as little as 100%, depending on the area and everything. So
Yeah.
for those cases where, again, if the flippers are missing either one or parts of those, four problems, that's where we can step in.
Yeah, that's good. And like Ari's worked with me for 5 years. So been around with us. So I know. And then, like I said, I've known Michael for, like I told you on the phone last week. And I apologize for cutting you short. I forgot that I had to meet my mom, so I could only talk to you for like 5, 10 minutes. But we definitely need to do something longer. And then I'm going to try to get Michael and stuff going on some of the stuff we got. But I want to definitely, make sure you guys feel welcome. And then I'll introduce Eric and Zeke and Bill because they've been around a while. Hey, Eric, do you want to introduce yourself to these guys? Because Alex and Sean are new. Although
Yeah,
Sean works with Ari already, and he works with Michael and Marjorie. So
good. Good people to work with. Nice to see everyone. Eric Reisner, I live in Connecticut. Started investing actually in 2001 when I was living in Seattle. I built up a nice size portfolio between '01 and '05. Bought and sold about 80 plus properties. And then '09 came, I was holding on to 36 properties and Sean will appreciate this in the Vegas market and the Phoenix submarket. And so let's just say that that didn't end well for me, and I learned a lot of very valuable lessons. So sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. Um, so I didn't, you know, I ended up bankrupt, but out of that came some opportunities, which I ended up moving to Nicaragua and did a development project and then subsequently ended up in Singapore. And I was a trailing spouse, so I got heavily involved in teaching myself and meeting people inside of the mortgage secondary market. So there I learned creative financing stuff. And when I got separated from my now ex-wife, I ended up back in Connecticut where I grew up. And I actually took a job with a commercial broker who was starting a ground up retail shopping center development. So I helped him do that as his right-hand person, and subsequently got licensed for the first time in my life in 2014. And long story short, at this point, I'm now with a major brokerage, EXP, on a nationwide team that predominantly works with investors. So I have lots of customers that have lots of needs that many of us will be able to help with in that process. And subsequent to that, I also have a mission-based investment platform where it's kind of an adaptation to Sub 2 in many cases, but we buy houses for people that are not bankable and then do contract for deeds or turn them into homeowners. So that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
looking to recoup the portfolio I lost and
Yeah, then
bring
some.
as many
Yeah.
people along as I can.
Cool. All right. Well, let me get to Zeke first because I know he's having some issues. Zeke, are you? I know you said you're having some with Zoom issues, but let me try to get you unmuted. So that way, if we lose you again, at least we can get you on. Trying to unmute you. Oh, what's going on? Are you having issues up there? You can hear me, Zeke. Can you hear me? All right, let me try to keep. Let me go to Bill real quick. I'll try to get Zeke figured out. Bill, what's going on? What's going on? Or Zeke, are you good now? Okay, cool. Yeah, it looks like you're unmuted now. Zeke, are you able to hear me? Okay. I was trying to go. I'll come back to him. Okay. Okay, real quick while I try to get everybody else up, just while I try to get this fixed. So, guys, what we did, like I said, in 2024, the last couple months, we started in November with building that deal analyzer, and we got like pretty good on it. We just got bogged down because there's more to it than we also want to make sure that everybody kind of takes it slower. So, for you guys who aren't on here, we started building our own. Like, if you go to our files tab, you can see that I have a lot of analyzers, very different calculators and stuff. We wanted to build one with everybody. Not so much that people need that particular deal analyzer. You can use your own, or you can use the ones that I have for stock. But what Ari and I wanted to do was make sure that people had a very, they had a very aware of the components of what goes into analyzing deals. So it turned into something we were going to do as a just a like a flips one to now we're adding in buy and hold components. We're going to do a complete rehab and scope of work. So where you guys saw that we started that first week in November, we're actually going to restart on the first Zoom of 2025, which will be January 2nd. And we're going to do January 9th to 16th, 23rd, and 30th. We're going to do 2 weeks of rehab and scope of work. We're going to add in, so on a deal analyzer, because most deal analyzers I've seen, they don't have all the scope of work components. So when you're adding up you're starting at your soft costs, your permits, your building plans, things like that, and you go all the way through to staging. I mean, it's gonna be able to add up all the stuff for you, and then we're gonna add in the buy and hold components for doing analyzing rental properties, and we're also gonna add in exit strategies, amortization, and cost segregation. So you'll have a fully functional. I mean, you can use all the different ones you can download. If anybody's in our group already, you can go to Files tab and download over 150 items. What we want to do is give everybody kind of a thorough understanding of how numbers crunch, and it has different scenarios. Like what numbers you need. You need your ARV. You need the percentage your lenders. Your interest rate. You need like your maximum allowable offer. So a couple weeks ago, Ari taught everybody how to get to your max allowable offer. And we recommend that everybody goes to, and Eric and Sean, you probably say this, you want to get, when you make your offer, you want to make your offer. Don't, if the seller is listing it at $200,000, you want the property, but you don't want to pay $200,000. You need to do what your maximum allowable offer is. If they don't accept it, maybe counter, but maybe just move on. And that's kind of what Ari was talking about, some of the psychological things involved with making offers. So we'll kind of retouch on that again in January. So I just want to let everybody know that's kind of one of the things we're working on. I did actually add today Natalie, who I met in Jim Ingersoll's group. Natalie and her partner run a group of 18, they have about 18,000 wholesalers in their group as well, and they've got a ton of people. So they're going to be having a lot of opportunity to integrate with us. They have their own group, and they do some coaching and stuff like that where we're mostly peer to peer. We want you guys to come in and like share information and help each other out, and I kind of facilitate that. Make sure you have the resources, make sure the connections, make sure the lenders are there, and then like I said, we're launching the reindeer platform, which is for those of you, you know, Sean and Alex and stuff. I know Alex how much Marjorie's told you about that, but it's basically we called it reindeer. I was kind of looking for a cool name because the gators is kind of predatory. So it's real estate investors, networking, disposition, education, empowerment, and resources. And so that is actually launching. We've been working on it. And like Sean, I mean, Eric can tell you, I've been working on it for a couple months to building out an Agents Gather. There's a website called Agents Gather, just agentsgather.com. Eric's on a lot of us are on there. My friend Danny runs it. If you guys go to it, it's pretty cool. We're going to be launching it there. The reason I've had to spend about the last 6 to 8 weeks working on disclaimers with lawyers because obviously I'm trying to bridge that platform versus publisher. You guys know what that comes up a lot with Facebook and Twitter and stuff where that's, you know, they're a platform. So they have some, you know, they're kind of free of some liability if people post stuff on there. So I'm trying to be like, I have to be a publisher at the beginning because you guys that are new to this, new to me, I have all these documents that you guys can download and analyze your calculators, agreements, contractors. I'm going to basically post those with explainer videos. Plus, I have enough material to feed, copy, and paste to build 500 videos, basically 5 to 7 minutes long. They'll be done with AI, and it'll teach every subject from opening your business, your LLC in Wyoming or South Dakota or Alaska, all the way through to 5 years later, you got $100 million portfolio, how to pass it to your heirs. So all this is peer to peer, but it's also agent. I can't really explain a lot of Agents Gather. If you guys want to get with me out, you know, separately, I can explain what the benefits of it to you. Everybody that's been in already knows because they've been waiting for it. And then we're gonna pay revenue share out to people. So it's a pretty cool concept. So let me try to go and reach Bill and Corrado again real quick. Try to get them unmuted. And then I mean, if you guys got questions or something, let me know. I'm just having a problem trying to get some of these people unmuted. But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing, pretty cool program. Alex, do you have any questions or Sean? I know Sean, you're working with Ari, so I mean, you're working with Michael, so you probably got a pretty good of what he told you.
No questions right now. Just soaking it all in.
Yeah, and so we're setting up a thing. Michael and I are supposed to talk this weekend, and we're going to set up a Facebook. Like I already have a Facebook group for this, and try to integrate and introduce you into our group as well. And Ari's already there, and so I don't know. He was going to be on tonight. I don't know if his plans changed or something. He kind of gets busy. Ari's kind of like one of those guys that just gets all of a sudden he's like goes from 0 to 100. Let me try to see if I can get anybody else unmuted. Zeke, are you good now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Welcome. What's up? Yeah, can hear you.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to introduce yourself to the new guy, to Sean and Alex?
I'm Zeke. Zeke. I live in Wyoming. At the present time, I'm doing some EMD lending and tax lien purchasing.
Cool.
And I'm looking for some buy and holds and maybe some fixed flips here in Wyoming.
Okay. Yeah. So if anybody knows, if you guys out there and you know you're wholesaling, Alex, and you guys come across anything in Wyoming, Zeke's the guy to contact. And he has enough people know him in my group that he can get funding pretty quick. So you guys don't have to worry about that. So if you guys hear, like I said, if anybody comes across any deals in Wyoming, I know Zeke, there's some, you know, if you want to kind of talk about just one of the issues we have trying to find, because we've been trying to help Zeke find properties up there for a while, and I'm in Colorado, so I'm close, but it's hard up there. There's not a lot of population. So just kind of just you guys, if you guys run across anything. So and then you were right. It is Hudson, not Hugo. I looked that up the other day. They're moving a big racetrack in Colorado and from like the Denver area out east because there's more room. It's like I screwed up the town. So that was just an inside thing. I'm trying to get Bill on. 'Cause Bill's like I'm trying to unmute him. Bill, are you on? I know you're on, but it's like I can't unmute you for some reason. And then Corrado. Hey Corrado, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How's Florida? We all want to
Well,
be where you are right now.
Florida. Yeah, it's not bad, not bad.
Cool. What's up since the last time you were on? You were working on a few things.
Well, we're keeping an eye on a couple things, to be honest with you. Some of the stuff we've been working on that's outside of real estate, but in acquisitions, didn't actually work out very well. We were looking at a couple of hospitality-based type of deals, and like some of the rest of the crazy Florida people in real estate. These guys are asking for a non-cash flowing scenarios, ridiculous amounts of money. So those pretty much went to the wayside last week. One of them was a tequila manufacturing scenario. They didn't own the real estate in that deal. And then the other one was a wine distribution. And they were interested in carrying some paper on that acquisition. But like I said, when we got to the nuts and bolts of the numbers, we just don't buy stuff just for the sake of buying it. So we passed on both of those opportunities. So that's about it. That's what we're dealing with right now. We're still working on that cross-border line of credit, trying to figure out a way to bridge that gap, and hopefully we'll have a solution, and that's about it.
Cool. That'll work. So that'd be awesome, man. Keep me in the loop. Let me know what you need and all that.
Yep.
So cool, dude. Appreciate it. Like I said, I'd like to be down there right now. It's a little chilly, even for Colorado for my taste. I don't know, for some reason. Trying to get Bill. Maybe he's just not. I don't know. So yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing, guys. And so we have 162 people in the group, including myself. So we transition over to Reindeer. We'll still be on the Facebook group. That's going to be the coordinating group because everybody on Reindeer will be coming on as a subscriber. When they come on, they'll be, we're going to open it up. It's going to be like Active Rain and Bigger Pockets. People will be able to subscribe for $99 a month. Everybody that's in our group now will get revenue share. We've actually upped that. I've upped it to $35 per month per prescription for the sharing out of $99 a month. So we're going to pull $35 a month per prescription. So it's not that great at 100 subscriptions. You guys have heard me say that before, but you get 1,000. We get 500 or 1,000, 2,000 subscriptions. We can start kicking. Hopefully by second quarter, definitely by summer, we should be able to hopefully start kicking a couple $100 a month to everybody, and that should just go up from there. And so, like I said, phase one, we're in phase one now, which is the launch. I just got to get those disclaimers. Just got them all done. The lawyers. It's a different thing when you pay a lawyer; they get things done for you. When a lawyer owes you favors, they gotta take their time. So I had to get a bunch of because people will have to sign on to what it's going to be Reindeer. It's going to be on Agents Gather, so you'll access it through Agents Gather, and then you'll actually get you'll have you'll have your own profile there, just like on Facebook. The communities will be there as second phase, and communities are going to be like Facebook groups, but they're going to be more like one will be like your first deal, one will be like for flips, and the things is to be community hosts, like so people who like you want to host the flip community. We'll have 2 or 3 hosts in that group that basically if people aren't interested in flips, they don't have to go in that group. It's a lot different than these Facebook groups out there now because the lenders, if a lender's not doing short-term rentals, they're not going to see the short-term rental deals. We're going to segregate a lot of stuff. There'll be a major group obviously, but there'll also be segregation. There'll be your first deal it's the group everybody wants to get kicked out of. It's the first deal. Once somebody has their first deal, So we're looking for a few people in that group to kind of be like a welcoming, like you guys will get deals from it. So you guys have an opportunity to do deals, conduct business with people, make some money with them instead of off them. But we're looking for some people who want to be in that group and be kind of guides and hosts and help like new people get their first deal. And then you kick them over to whatever, we try to get them in their interest groups. If they want to flip houses, they want to do rental properties, they want to do short-term rentals. They can do everything. There's only going to be two restricted groups. One's called Private Money Boardroom. I think Corrado, you probably heard us talking about this back in the day when Phil and John Doolittle were still around. It's basically for doing higher end deals. So people will have to qualify because we're going to be working a lot more with the family office and the hedge fund contacts. And so everybody knows I got over 10,000 family office and hedge fund contacts. And so if you're a member of the organization, you have access to that. I just have it as a separate group, only Facebook group. You just have to let me know you want in it and you can get in it because we don't want like somebody brand new to real estate hitting up MIT's endowment fund for like rehab funds. That kind of has a possibility of blowing that contact. But we have 10,000 contacts. So that group will be working with the family offices, hedge funds and all that stuff. We want to have some wholesaling groups. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely got notes, Zeke. We definitely gonna need your expertise on the notes. So you got the notes and then your expertise on racing. That's going to be a huge guys. There's a lot of opportunities. Zeke and I can tell you in Hudson, Colorado, coming up. Like I said, they moved that speedway. You guys want to look where Hudson is? It's the middle of nowhere. How many people do you think would go out to Bandimere? Like on the big races, 10,000 over a
Probably,
weekend, 20,000.
probably,
There's like
yeah. I mean, they fly in from all over the country just to go to that race, and
yeah, there's like
the thing about it, Bandamere's not just doing drag racing. They want to do
they want to do a lot of stuff. They want to do
multi function track out there. They want to do karts and dirt bikes, and
yeah.
so it's going to be huge.
So they need
Yeah, I'll be there.
they need housing out there, they need hotels, they need restaurants, they need all that stuff to support 15,000-20,000 people a weekend. Probably what 9-10 months a year. Because it'll be probably if they got that much going on, they'll need a lot more weekends, which is kind of interesting. So, but it definitely outgrew it. I talked to one of the West Metro Fire guys, and he's like, "Yeah, Benjamin was like really kind of getting unsafe, from just the racing part. I guess they couldn't shut down the cars. They need more time to more room to. I don't know. The cars are so powerful now. They said they can't. Soon they wouldn't be able to even have races there.
The best thing about Bandamere on the shutdown area was uphill.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
that was
cool.
and that was the only thing that kept them going as long as they have, because the speed of these cars that they have nowadays, they don't
Yeah.
have enough shutdown. But since it was going uphill, it slowed them down enough that
Yeah, guys. So you guys want to keep in touch with that because there may be some opportunity out there if you ever want to invest or, book hotels, retail, restaurants, housing, because it's all going to be needed. If you guys look where Hudson's almost to Kansas, put it that way. It's pretty far out there. Hey, Bill, what's going on? I'll get to Bill and then I'll get to Marjorie.
Hey, not much. How are you guys?
Cool. What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just it's actually been kind of a hectic, busy week. I've looked at 3 properties. I'm doing I looked at a 4-plex today, and I'm running the numbers on it right now. I'm gonna try and get in there again to do a little bit more deeper inspection.
Okay. So
But
yeah, and I was gonna do Sean's who's on here. I know he did that deal with Michael and Marjorie who came on. So he's a new lender that if you guys want to talk to about stuff, along with Ari and all the guys from Life Changing. But speaking of Life Changing, we have Casey and Tam now are kind of the reps for Life Changing that are in the group.
can
So,
we get the number for Sean? And
yeah, he's on right now. Oh, Sean, if you want to give out your number and then I can, or your contact information, or you can put it in the chat, either or. And then I'll bring Margie up because she just did that deal with Michael and Sean. So I don't know if you want to put it in the chat, that'd be awesome. And then I'll connect you guys with is Michael's gonna be your underwriter, right? Okay. There's his information.
okay, cool.
And then if you guys need to, I can get in touch with him or Michael um, on that. Let me bring up Marjorie real quick since she's on. We're only gonna go an hour tonight, guys, because it's the last one of the year. Hey, Marjorie, what's up? How are you?
Hey Nate, hey everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing, just checking in. Working on a few wholesale that will be ready properties. Fix and flips. Glad to see Sean on the. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm glad to see Sean. It was a smooth transaction with him, so highly recommend. Sean reached out to him couple of weeks ago just to know a little bit more about him because it was a we smooth sail on that deal.
yeah.
So I was shocked to,
How
you know,
easy it was. It was a great deal, guys.
how
I mean, yeah, it
he
was a
was
phenomenal. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, the girl that I used for title is amazing, but the communication was there, the clarity, and he was available. I mean, I sent him a message and he was available right there and then. So
yeah.
definitely vouching for you, Sean.
Thank you. Well, it just says bad things about the industry when just,
Yes.
doing the job is now considered outstanding.
Guys, and I think we have one of the best groups, I think, honestly. 160 people, everybody's in now. Like I said, I added Natalie today and I've been talking to her for months. She's had a Jim Ingersoll's group. So, getting one of the key people from Jim's group is awesome. I actually got like three because Jeff Watson's coming on board. So we're gonna have another real estate attorney when we do phase 3. So I think we're just getting stronger and stronger. So yeah, I'm happy that deal
That's
was awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, so it's awesome. And then
Yeah.
I know you got
Yeah.
your referrals are here today, Alex, and then he just introduced himself. So definitely
Yeah. I mean, just, trying to get the word out, trying to keep everybody away from, those lenders with all those fees, private money,
the lenders that usually get associated with like belts and boots and never mind gators. Did I say that out loud?
yeah.
Hey,
I mean, listen, hey,
yeah.
you got to make money somehow, but without screwing anyone, and
Well,
we're
I
all trying to.
I kind of balance it, and I think I've said this before with the gators. Like the people that have a real estate or in real estate seem to be better to work with out of the gators than the people that have no experience, and that's where I have issues because like I was watching, I forget what I was the Heisman Trophy ceremony last week, and Pace Morbius showed up in one of the commercials, like he was advertising.
Ward should have won.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. He he got Hunter got like the fourth most votes ever for I don't know. I'm not gonna yeah. I didn't watch Ward at all. I mean, I watched pretty much the Colorado all year and Army. So
I know, I know.
I
I'm
know
just messing with you because I know you love your coach over there. What's his name? Prime? Coach
Coach
Prime?
Coach Sanders, Deion Sanders. It's
See?
funny. I never like didn't like him when he was a player, but I was like I never because he played in the NFC. He never played the Broncos. He said he only played the Broncos 3 years, 3 times in his career because he'd only been to Denver one time before he moved to Colorado. So it's kind of interesting. Um, got a lot of good
Sorry,
stuff.
guys.
Got a lot of
Sorry
good.
for changing the subject, but
No. This is what this. And for those of you know, Sean and Alex, and you guys know, we're actually kind of sometimes pretty loose when we do these. The deal structuring Ari's kind of a little bit more structured. I try to make it loose so you guys can talk about different. We want to kind of. Monday nights is more open. It's open discussion. Thursday nights will be more deal analysis, and we will. I'm recording it tonight because it's the holidays. I know a lot of people want to be on, but they're just doing the holiday things. So I want to make sure everybody gets the recording in the group, and I post the recording in the Facebook group the next morning. I also put it in Agents Gather, and but I want to make sure that Thursday nights we won't be recording the deal analysis session. So when Ari's doing building the deal analyzer, you pretty much got to be on to take advantage of it. And then he's also going to do those deal analysis what in the states he can lend 100% on. And Sean and all the other lenders, you guys can be on as well, and you guys can people we find deals like a couple weeks ago we went to Midland, Texas, and we found a deal. We kind of like try to analyze it. We tried to come up with the ARV. There's a few things we didn't have, but if you guys are on there as lenders and stuff, and you people are on there, and you can lend in that state, and you get to see the people in on the Zooms interact, and you get to get to know them before you ever do a deal with them, whether you're borrowing money or you're lending money. That's one of the best things about this group. And then I think it happened organically. It wasn't all decided that way. Hey, Corrado, it just came up. I don't know if you're trying to speak or something.
He sneezed.
Yeah, because Zoom has this weird stuff now. Like they put all the buttons, and then when somebody does something, all of a sudden they come up center in my thing. So I'm like, oh, they're trying to suck. So that's kind of how this works. We're kind of really good. And then, like I said, in the files tab, you'll have the resources to download. Events will be where the Zoom links are. I try to get the Zoom links out the morning of as well. And then also in guides, if you see in the Facebook group. Unfortunately, Facebook sucks. It doesn't let me organize it. When we have reindeer up, it's going to be like going into a library. If you know where if you're going to the cooking section at the library, you can go to the cooking section. And reindeer, you'll be able to go to all the resources that you need to do flips, all the resources if you want to be a wholesaler, all the resources if you want for rehab scope of work, all the multifamily, all the stuff for syndication. They'll be in their areas. So we'll be able to do that in on the reindeer platform. Everybody in the group will have about 60 days really to migrate over there. You basically earn for life because you're already part of it. Then the subscribers will start trickling in at $99 for the first, until we go to second phase. Second phase, there will be a price increase, but people join and not on phase one at $99. They're set for life for $99. It's just when we go to phase two, phase three, and all that. Because phase three, I've got to pay lawyers. So phase one and phase two, you guys are getting your compensation, your revenue sharing. Phase three and phase four, I'll start being able to compensate lawyers. So that's an advantage for you guys when we start doing because it'll be like having legal Zoom for real estate investors. And you guys will have, lawyers might give you 5 minutes, they might give you a 15-minute call, but all the legal documents, all the contracts and stuff will be lawyered up. They'll be good to go. You won't have to go out there and find something. You can just download it, find and replace, put your information in there, make your changes. It's all legal, and you don't have to go and find the document anymore. So it's going to be awesome. And I've been working on that. That's kind of why Danny and I are going back and forth, because it's like I have to make sure all the disclaimers are on there to kind of protect him as well, because he's obviously hosting it. That's kind of what some of the delays have been. I was trying to get it up in October, but I have to put all these disclaimers in there to make the lawyers happy. So it's like you guys go to Bigger Pockets or anything you join, there's always like terms of the terms of the service or whatever. But yeah, it's phenomenal. Anybody else got anything cool? I think we're actually really good. If you guys got any other questions or anything like that, like I said, this is the holiday one. The next Zoom will be January 2nd, 2 weeks from tonight. And then we'll do Mondays again. We'll do the Monday, Thursday schedule again, just like we have been. And then we'll do Thursday nights, the 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. We'll finish up the deal analyzer. Mondays, like I said, we'll have open discussions, and I'll try to. I've also got a couple guests. And then if you guys anybody wants to make a more detailed presentation, let me know. Like Sean, if you want to come on and do a thing on a Thursday or Monday and basically go over what you require from people, or what you see, what you recommend for people to do business with you. Just kind of, you're welcome to just hit me up. Same thing with, anybody that's in the group can do a presentation. Derek, you got all your programs. You and Dutch could do a lot of stuff. As far as showing. So anybody wants to come on and like do a full presentation, if you guys got wholesale deals, things like that, bring them to me. Because like I said, we got 160 people. Natalie's got 18,000 people in her group, and she's starting to mentor people. And so I'm sure we're going to get a lot of people bringing deals to us from that group, and they're not going to integrate. We're kind of just going to work hand in hand, because with having that many wholesalers, and you guys like Alex, you guys have your wholesale deals. We need some more people that do quality deals that bring people to the group. And if you guys come on into our group, you guys will get to know right away that we've got people like Sean and like, Ari and like Casey and Tam is life changing and all that. We've got the funding and people in here in this group. Everybody gets to know each other, so you can be pretty satisfied that people are going to be able to get funded on their deals, and you get to meet all the people. That's the best thing about this. It all happened organically. I didn't plan for this. This was like 4.5 years ago. This is just to get through COVID. We started the group out of what we were doing. Adam Corrado was in the original group and the private money authority group that we were doing. And we still are, back. We started that in 2018. That's where like all those guys like Ari and stuff came from, and Jesse. When we were doing our capital raise, we were doing a lot of stuff before COVID just wrecked everything for everybody. So it's kind of interesting. Anybody else got anything important, or Deepak, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? Let's try to mute him. This mute thing's weird now.
Hello there.
Hey,
How are you? I just checked in a little bit later. I had trouble downloading. I got the new iPhone, so I had trouble downloading the. I don't know which version of Zoom is the most recent. I haven't used it. Yeah, I don't know.
everything's screwed up for me. I used to have there used to be a drop down where you hit record and take off recording, and now it's like where something else was that I hit all the time. So I actually sometimes hit it by mistake.
I think it's just familiarity. It's gotten a lot better. But it took me a while to go to the App Store, and I don't know. Thank God you don't have to write down the code and the password and all that.
Hey, do you want to
Just-
kind of introduce yourself to the group? Because I don't know. You probably did.
Yeah, I don't know if Corrado is.
Yeah, I know
introduced
Corona's
himself.
on. He's already spoke, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm an associate of Corrado's. So we're together on a lot of deals, and so I think whatever he's presented is what we're both tied into.
Yeah, because I know I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been over a year at least.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, I think it was when you. God, was it? What were you guys working on back then? You guys were doing your capital raise at one point, were you?
Yeah, we're working on a capital. We're always working on a capital raise. I mean, I worked at a
Yeah.
hedge fund for 2 years, and two different hedge funds for like many years, and I never had to raise capital. But when you're trying to raise your own fund, it's a totally different ballgame, and it's a lot. It's a lot of, you got to put your sales hat on, your marketing hat on, and you got to put your legal coat on. So,
Well, I tell people these days don't even try to do significant capital raises without having like a securities attorney.
all
There's a
three of
lot.
which qualities Corrado possesses more than I do. So,
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have been around a while. I forgot, like how long. I forgot, man. It's been over a year. It might have been 2 or 3 years since I talked to you.
yeah,
But
I
yeah,
mean, we look at a lot of stuff,
yeah. So anybody got any questions like for them? Because like I said, Deepak and Corrado they've been trying to do some pretty big projects in the past. Well, I know when you guys start getting into bigger stuff, like as my partners and I were trying to do some fairly big stuff before COVID, and it's just, man, sometimes things just happen. You guys know there's a lot of obviously with the change in the administration and the government coming up in a month, a lot of stuff could become more favorable to real estate investors. That I think that there's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot of paper going bad as well, from what I've heard. But I think it might be more favorable. Like, he Trump appointed a guy that's who's the SEC, is one of the biggest crypto guys out there. So think about the SECs that had a battle with crypto over the last like how many years, and now they're going to have somebody who's a crypto guy. Cool. Yeah, Marjorie. So yeah, you got that. So you're working on stuff all the time too, guys. Just keep bringing stuff on Mondays and Thursdays, because we're getting to the point now where you got so many people. I mean, deals could actually get funded in real time on a Zoom. I mean, you guys can sit there and we can do that. We can take the recording off, and if you're comfortable having people watch, to having a discussion about what's going on with that deal. If you bring on a fix and flip or a buy and hold, or get a multifamily or some short term, whatever it is. The only thing we're really weak on, and it's only because like I just had with Deepak having the conversation, when you guys are getting into securities and you need securities attorneys, syndications attorneys, we have the resources. I have them. You can go pull up Form D. You can pull up all the stuff the SEC requires. But if you're actually going to do it, just download what I have just to kind of give you an idea how involved it is. Get a securities attorney. Don't do anything like that without an attorney these days because they the worst. I mean, out of the bad things that can happen, the best thing is they just give you a notice not to do it, not to do what you're doing, fix it, and then you fix it and you're good. Or that's like the best of the worst case scenarios. So I just want to make sure everybody knows we can pretty much do everything in this group now. We have almost every type of funding, we can almost do every asset class. So you guys just like I said, feed your deals, bring your deals first. Here's another thing. You guys saw me post another day. None of you on here right now were people that posted, but I posted something outside the group when I'm promoting, trying to get some more resources for you guys. Like literally 80% of the people responding to my posts are in our group, and they're like, where is this information at? Well, how about you come on the Zoom where we've talked about this for the last month? So if you guys know that, it's like a lot of people that are in the group don't come on the Zooms. They're not like, I know Zeke, you're probably 75 or 80 Zooms you've probably done. I know Doris is probably up there. Bill's probably over 50. So you guys got to know that if you guys come on the Zooms and you post in the group, people get to know you. And then you get that information, that we got some 100%, that Casey and Tam can do a lot of programs with life changing. That life changing has so many programs. We got Sean now. We got Ari. You guys know Ari's doing a lot of deals. So we got John Notrevec. We got Jason. We got Simi. I mean, we got a lot of people that can fund your deals or get your deals funded. All the different scenarios, everything. So if you bring your deal on, guys, if you bring your deal on, you just tell me like when you log on, hey, I got a deal I want to present. I'm going to give you 15, 20, 30 minutes if you want to present it. And then I'll make sure that the lenders have time to go through it. And then I'll take the recording off because we don't want to obviously have a recording. I try to make sure you're protected. But we've never had a problem in our group, you guys. And everybody that's been in the group for a while can attest to that. Nobody's ever, I mean, the only problems we've ever had out of the group is somebody having a problem with somebody outside the group. So that I can't control, but it's awesome that way. So I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, we weren't going to go more than an hour tonight. So we got about 10 or 15 more minutes if anybody wants to, whatever you guys got any ideas, and feel free to give me feedback. And then we launch Reindeer and you migrate that full 60 days to give you guys are basically getting revenue from it. So it's like you have, I want you to once we launch it, which should be a couple of weeks, then you guys will have some time to look at it and kind of advise me how, so Danny and I can actually build it the way that we want it to be user friendly. We want people to like it and want to use it. Because when these people are paying $99 a month, we want them to stay. That's obviously good for everybody. And then I think my goal, like for you guys that are new, my goal is to have 10,000 monthly subscribers within 5 years. And Bigger Pockets has a couple 100,000 people. Active Rain, which a lot of you guys probably don't have familiar because it's more real estate investors. I mean, real estate agents and title companies on there. They have a couple 100,000 people. I don't know how many people actually pay because they have a free version and a paid version. And like Danny has a free version and a paid, he has a paid option as well. You guys, agents gather. Just for you guys that are new, I'll put it in the chat so you guys can see. You guys want to go to it? If you guys want to, if you guys want to get a premium account, with Reindeer, everybody will get a premium account over there. Danny will include that because Danny's taking a piece off the top of the $99 a month subscriptions, but all of you guys will get him in there too. Alex, cool. Reach out to me and I guess with Marjorie and your partner, and we'll talk about bringing you guys on because we definitely could use your deals. There's a lot of opportunity for you. We don't really have it.
I got a quick question for Alex. Just trying to figure out where's he based out? Where are you based out of, and where are you going to be focusing your wholesaling marketing efforts in?
Yeah, muted.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. So primarily we wholesale in the Chicago market, but we're looking for 100% funding in like the Minneapolis market. So that's where we're actually based out of. But a lot of our wholesale deals are done through Chicago. So that's our primary market as of right now. It's usually we're kind of funneling all of our deals
All right, I do have a very good contact for Minnesota, Minneapolis area for you. Nothing concrete in the Chicagoland area right now, but
That would be great. Yeah, I'd love that.
well-known guy in the industry. He's actually an RMLO, and he has a similar program to me, and always looking for wholesale deals.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we'll have a conversation maybe after Christmas, Alex, or sometimes you guys want to do a call and then, with you and your partner and see what we can do with you guys. So like I said, our next Zoom will be January 2nd. So we'll just take the next 2 weeks. We're gonna take this time off for Christmas. People was like, you don't work. Dude, last year on Christmas, I was at my parents' house Sunday of Christmas Eve. I had 2 people call me and say, "Hey, can you I need a lender by my closing on Thursday." I'm like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think you're gonna find a lender on Christmas Day or the day after Christmas Day or the. I don't know what's gonna happen this year. I'm like putting what the odds I'm gonna get like hit up on Christmas. For like 2 people, because I always joke, what do you think I get in my inbox every morning? It's like people think I can like get things funded. I tell everybody, dude, give everybody 14 to 21 business days at least. And literally, I have all these people. You guys know one of my pet peeves, and you guys have been in the group heard me say this before. My biggest pet peeve is when people get something on a contract, they wait till like a week or 2 weeks to find a lender. It's like, dude, when you get that thing in a contract, start getting your lender then, and you'll exponentially increase your opportunity to get that deal funded, and it'll close on time, and you won't have to worry about money going hard or anything like that. So I don't know. That's just my rant.
Good question for Eric.
Yeah.
How could I get that contact? Would you like my email?
Yeah, just have Nate connect us. I don't unless he wants me to give my phone number. I think he's recording, so I don't think he wants to do
Yeah.
that.
I'll
Just
do
have
it
Nate
on
connect us
Messenger.
on like
Yeah, let me see if I've got you, Alex, on there. No, I think I saw. Let me try to see.
I don't think we have Alex's contact. We have his partner.
Marjorie has my contact info.
Yeah,
as well.
Marjorie can pass it on to you.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
happy
has
to
that.
help you, buddy.
Yeah, because we still record it, and I always like to protect people's information.
Yep.
So normally what I do, and for anybody that's something new, I'll just do, and everybody knows that, I'll just go Messenger, and I'll go, hey, here you connect these people. Once I see everybody talking, I leave the conversation. It's just easier that way. That way we don't have, because I try to make sure everybody, because God, everybody knows you go in these rooms with 15,000, 20,000 people. You put a deal in there, God knows who you're going to hear from. So our group's awesome, dude. I mean, we haven't had anybody ever ask for a refund. We've had nobody ever ask for one, and we've had nobody. I mean, the only person with drama, we had drama outside the group. So that's what's great in 4.5 years. So I'm pretty happy with that. That helps a lot. It helps you guys a lot. So anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna wind down. Yeah, we got about 10 more minutes, but I'll try to wind down. And like I said, we're
No,
gonna
we're good. We're good, Nate. You have
Yeah.
a Merry Christmas and enjoy, and let's kill it for 2025.
It's not like I'm not gonna be out there posting and doing all the
I
stuff.
know, but I'm saying we're not.
Everybody's like, Nate's gonna take no, everybody's like, Nate's not gonna take a single. I try to. I do my downtime when I do, but I gotta keep it going because I gotta get gotta get some more stuff for you guys. And like I said, I just got Natalie on board today, and she's gonna start coming in January. 18,000 wholesalers. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
They're not all joining my group. She's just her partner. She's gonna select 5 people to come in and basically try to feed some deals to you guys. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wind down. Everybody have a great Christmas. Reach out to me though tomorrow or the next day, anytime you want. It's not like I said. The only time I'll probably maybe Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Other than that, I'm pretty much gonna be still working every day trying to get this stuff. I've got to build. I still got to build some more modules, video modules for reindeer. I've got to have at least 20 to 25 when it opens because I don't want people to come on and go, hey, there's one video, see you. Then they want to leave. I got to make sure there's at least 25 or 30 videos they can watch. So cool. I appreciate it. Everybody have a great Christmas. Reach out to me in the meantime if you got a chance. I'd like to be where Colorado is. When it drops down to like 10 below in January in Colorado, I want to be in Florida. All right. I used to never feel like that. And I grew up in Colorado, but it's start getting older, start getting a little colder, start feeling it more. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Everyone, I'll talk to you one-on-ones, messenger, all that stuff. Video will be posted in the morning, so if you want to go back and watch the replay, I'll have it up by about 9 o'clock tomorrow. Cool, appreciate it. Talk to you guys later.